Eric, when you get this message, can you please call me? Zoe was suspended from school today. This is what my ex-wife called me about one day about 8 years ago when Zoe was in junior high school. Turns out that Zoe was at her locker in between classes and she was trying to put some books in her book bag, and a friend was walking by. And as a way to say hi, she thought it'd be cool just to, boom, punch him square right in the crotch, which subsequently dropped her friend to the ground, and then he had to go to the ER for an evaluation. But I was really worried. Her mom and I were really worried because in this day and age of people filing lawsuits and getting really upset about things like this, we didn't know which way it was going to go. Fortunately, Zoe's friend knew that it wasn't anything mean, and I'm sure that he told his mom and dad, and they were probably like, it's fine, just as long as you're okay, everything's cool. Zoe felt pretty bad about it, but they cleared things up, and again, Zoe knew it was just, her friend knew it was just a joke. The only thing I knew is that Zoe had a good right cross. But the only consequence that Zoe actually got from this was that she was suspended from a couple of days at school as a matter of protocol. They knew that she wasn't even doing anything to be harmful. But that was Zoe in real life too. She never pulled her punches. And I'm talking about the kind of punches where a commitment is made. A lot of times in life when we're faced with challenges and struggles and other things that come at us, we're unsure of ourselves, we're unconfident, and sometimes we're unwilling to actually get into the arena and face that challenge that's ahead of us. And look, I've been there. There have been many times in my life when I have been faced with a challenge that was so difficult that I backed away from it because I didn't have any confidence. I wasn't sure about anything. I didn't know what I was doing, and I certainly didn't want to face the fear of getting into the arena. But when I lost Zoe about 4 years ago, something inside of me changed with regards to what I wanted to commit to for a path of healing. I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be a path that had a brighter future for me. And the only way that I could articulate that at the time was to say that we have to fight for our better days, which are ahead of us. And I know Zoe made a commitment to making positive impacts with everybody that she was around, everybody that she met. And she kind of did this in a few ways that I'd love to share with you. So the first thing that she did was that she always inspired and she gave people hope. This was something that she did with her friends, and a lot of her friends told me about this after she had died. When you met Zoe for the first time, she wanted to establish a deep connection with you right away. For Zoe, it was all about the relationship. And most importantly, though, I think Zoe gave all of herself generously, even when she wasn't at 100%. To me, those three things have left such a huge impact in our life that I feel like she's still throwing punches that are landing today. But I'd love to look at what life is like when we do pull our punches, when we do back away from a commitment. One, we live a life of mediocrity. We become victims to the world around us. We feel lost and we have no purpose. We sit in the stands and we make, as a spectator, and we make comments about the men and women and the kids who are in the arena playing with everything that they've got. And to me, that's no way to live life. That's what's at stake here. But if we punch like Zoe, and with everything we've got, and we give everything we've got to others, many changes can happen in our life. When we inspire and give hope, when we go that extra mile in everything we do, it's awesome because, frankly, it's not busy at that extra mile. There's not many people there. We love a little bit more in our family and friendships when we do punch as hard as we can. And as my friend, mentor, and a former Green Beret, Lieutenant Colonel Scott Mann would say, we become a leader without a title. That's someone who is willing to commit to something that is much bigger than they are, and without wanting attention, recognition, or reward. they literally and figuratively punch above their weight. I feel like Zoe was that way. And I also feel like we were meant to punch like Zoe, not pulling anything, but hitting as hard as we can. To me, that's thriving in life.